and welcome to the National Indoor Arena in Birmingham and to a real clash of the Titans as 4 more contenders battle it out against our Gladiators in 6 terrifying events before, of course, they battle it out against each other in our awesome Eliminator.
And those lucky 2 will come back and join us for the quarterfinals and maybe even a crack at the grand finals, where they could, if they're successful, share with prize money of £14,000. It's
a lot of money, but we'll also fly them off to Hollywood to take part in the American Gladiators before we'll send them off on a holiday of a lifetime with their partner to the beautiful Caribbean island of Barbados. Let's meet our female contenders tonight. They are Georgina Berger
and Vicky McCann. Come on, girls.
Just a little bit of support there for you, Georgina. You're our youngest contender.
Yeah, that's right. I'm just 19.
So young, and yet so experienced. What do you do? Where are you from?
I'm from Bournemouth.
And what do you do?
At the moment, I'm a fitness instructor and aerobics teacher.
Have you done anything in particular to prepare for Gladiators? Or?
Nothing in particular, because the amount of training that I tend to do is enough, I think. But I'll have to see.
Yeah, we'll have to see about that, but you sound like a very confident girl, so the very best of luck. Georgina Berger.
Now, Vicky, you're from Edinburgh. Tell us about yourself. What do you do for a living?
I'm a fitness advisor, which involves me planning diets, giving personal training, but most importantly at the moment is teaching my step classes.
Is it hard work? You got a lot of support in. Who are they?
Friends, family and fitness class pupils.
What do you do for a hobby? What do you do to relax, get away from it all?
Well, the most important thing just now is my bodybuilding, and that is really a full-time hobby. As I'm a competitive bodybuilder, it means that I've got to concentrate on diet, training, posing routines, everything all year round.
So are you worried about meeting the Gladiators tonight?
I think I'm just worried about losing. I'm not a good loser.
Well, if you work hard, maybe you won't be. Off you go. Vicky McCann. Well done, Vicky.
And now it's time to meet the guys. They are Tim Anstis.
And Chris Yeoman.
Hi, Tim. Tell us what you do and where you're from.
I'm from Hounslow and I'm a doctor.
So what sort of people do you come into contact with through work?
Well, I work at the West London Healthcare Trust, so we're looking after the health of the employees, and also we have a gymnasium that we use to improve and promote the health of patients.
Now, your own personal fitness, I know you're incredibly fit, otherwise you wouldn't be here, first of all, but you're a bit of a pole vaulter as well, aren't you?
Some of my mates would say used to be a bit of a pole vaulter. I'm trying to make a comeback at the moment, but it's taking longer than I thought.
You've set yourself a small challenge.
Yeah, I jumped 4 metres 90 when I was a mere 17, 18-year-old, and I'm trying to jump 5 metres before I retire, but we'll just have to see how it goes.
Well, the best of luck with that, and the best of luck with tonight's challenge against our Gladiators. We'll see you a little bit later on. Well done. Tim Anstis.
OK, Chris, where are you from?
I'm from Calverton, Nottingham.
Whoa, plenty of support. And what do you do for a living?
I'm a mine worker, John.
You work in the mines? Is that one of the mines that's still open?
It is for probably a couple of years, yeah, hopefully.
So there's a danger of it closing?
Possibly, yeah. We'll have to work hard at it and keep it open.
So what hobbies have you got, Chris?
I do general weight training, Thai boxing, a little bit of cycling, a bit of running.
So what do you do to relax?
I keep bonsai trees.
You keep bonsai trees. Now, does that mean you live in an orchard? Explain to us, what are bonsai trees?
They're just trees in miniature, kept in pots, ranging from anything from 2 inches up to about 3 or 4 foot.
Why do you do that? Why?
Well, it's just a change from training. It's nice and relaxing.
OK, Chris, thanks very much. Off you go. Get your safety equipment on. Well done, Chris.
Well, our ladies should be well and truly ready for their first event, and so here's John Sachs.
Thanks, Ulrika. Event 1 is Danger Zone.
Well, Georgina's at the other end just waiting, and she's going to be facing the firepower of Zodiac.
So it's 1 point for each weapon released. Point there for the crossbow for Georgina. And don't forget, after 10 seconds, each station explodes. Like that. Onto the rocket launcher. Oh, that was close. Now, if she doesn't hit the target with this one, she'll have to crawl through the cylinder and punch the lower target. And Zodiac giving Georgina a broadside. I'm sure she picked her off just then, but she seems to have got away with it. She strikes the lower target, picks up the points.
Well, Georgina, you did actually get through and hit the target, but on the replay, it seems that you did actually get hit. I'm sorry. I only got 4 points.
Yeah, I did. I just got hit just at the end there, just before I went in the tunnel. But there you go. There's plenty more to come.
Did it hurt?
Yeah, it stings a bit, actually, but not too bad.
Okay, never mind. On to the next. Well done, Georgina. Well done.
So Georgina only earns points for weapons fired. 4 points.
And the second of our female contenders is Vicky.
Contender, ready! Gladiator, ready! Three, 2, 1.
Vicky on the crossbow. Oh! Those projectiles really rattle against the defensive shields. To weapon 3 now. And Zodiac homing in. The rocket launcher. Bullseye! Vicky picks up maximum points, as they say. If anyone can, Vicky McCann can. Zodiac had no chance.
Great start that, Vicky. Great start.
Delighted. Absolutely delighted.
Well, all your shots were pretty close, I must admit.
Oh, God knows how. No idea how. I'm not usually a good shot.
Well done, Vicky.
So after event 1, Georgina gets 4 points, Vicky shoots 10. Time to bring on the men's sharpshooters.
On to the men's event. Tim is just psyching himself up, and he's going to face the firepower of Warrior. Over to John Anderson.
3, 2, 1.
And Tim using mercenary tactics there, keeping low out of Warrior's fire. Oh, that's close. Never mind Arnold Schwarzenegger. With that weapon in Warrior's hand, he must surely be the last action hero. Rocket launcher, that's close. His last chance before going through the cylinder. And he's blown it. And Tim strikes the lower target, picks up 5 points. And both Tim and Chris have brought their supporters with them. Tim, our doctor, with his supporters, and Chris, our miner, with his gang from Nottingham.
Contender, ready! Gladiator, ready! 3, 2, 1.
Oh, look at that! Chris picked off with Warrior's first shot. Great shot from Warrior. From that distance, a real sniper's delivery.
Chris, got to be a little bit disappointed with yourself. First ball.
Never mind, it's one of the things, isn't it, John?
Got to tell us, did it hurt?
Only a little bit, it's just on one of these pads. This one's on my stomach or my face.
Think you could have done a little bit better, Chris.
Definitely, yeah. Try next time.
Well, we've got plenty more to go. Well done. Well done, Chris. And let's hear it for Warrior! One of the fastest ever times.
The scores after the first event, Tim on 5 and Chris gets a duck. Event 2 is the rocking, shocking Atmospheres.
Well, both Georgina and Vicky are ready in their Atmospheres, and they're going to be facing Panther and Jet.
Georgina will be rolling in the red atmosphere and Vicky in the yellow. The Gladiators' job is to keep them out of the scoring pods.
Check pod number 1 for smoke. Pod number 2. Pod number 3. Pod number 4. Contenders ready! Gladiators ready! Three, two, one.
Let the good times roll. Looks like Vicky took the worst in that dust-up, sandwiched by Georgina and both Gladiators. Vicky rolls away on 2, picks up 3 quick points. Jet marking Vicky out of the pod there. Georgina makes a break on 4, 3 points there with Panther hot on her trail. Georgina on 4, another 3 points. And here's Vicky on pod 4. She gets the goal. Seems to be a lucky pod, that one. You've got to admire these cameramen getting so close to the atmosphere. Some really great close-up shots. Georgina picks up another great goal there just before the whistle. Time up. Some great work from all our girls there.
You were worried about the events. How do you feel at the moment?
Brilliant, brilliant. I really thought I would struggle with being so light with that one. I'm just glad to get the helmet off. I thoroughly enjoyed that. It was excellent.
Well, Vicky, you scored 6 points. Well done.
George, you're going to be very delighted when I tell you got 9 points. An event you enjoyed, obviously.
Brilliant game, yeah. Lots of power, lots of speed. I love it. It's brilliant.
Great to see a smile on your face. Well done, Georgina.
I am not a happy gladiator. We changed tactics tonight, and we went for the same ball that was on our side. We're going to change the tactics again, and they won't score any points.
Panther not happy, giving away 9 points to Georgina, who rocks up to 13. Vicky rolls on to 16.
Both Tim and Chris are ready in their Atmospheres, and they're going to be facing Saracen and Hunter.
Taking the yellow atmosphere for a spin is Chris. Earlier, we asked him why he became a miner.
Well, I went into mining because of the job security, really. You know, it's... no, I mean, it's a good crack with the lads. You have a good laugh. Steady shift. I mean, there's some hard work involved, but it's mainly just a good laugh. My dad wanted me to get into mining. He used to be a miner 2 or 3 years ago, but he broke his leg there. Mum wasn't too keen on the idea, obviously, but I think she soon warmed to it when the money started rolling in. I expected it to be really dark. When I first went down the mine, it was... You just think it's going to be everything black, you know, but there's like lights there when you first get to pit bottom, and everything's all whitewashed, and it's all so nice and bright and clean. You expect it to just be like a dingy hole, really, wouldn't you? But as you get into the phase, obviously there's less light in. It gets smaller, the archways get smaller, and as you get actually onto the face we're on, I mean, it can range from anything between 2.5 to 3 foot up to about, well, 10, 12 feet. The actual face we're on is actually about 3.5 foot, 4 foot, which it's a bit of a struggle at times, with them being a bit tall. I mean, some of the guys manage okay, but have to struggle through with being a bit tall. Like.
Contenders, ready! Gladiators, ready! Three, two, one.
Let's rock and roll. 60 seconds of rocks and shocks. Saracen on Chris, Hunter on Tim. While they're untangling all that metal, Chris goes off on his own and scores a goal. Oh, Tim evens the score with a goal on pod 4. Chris finds the gap, breaks away from Hunter. And just fails to score. Saracen on Tim, keeps him out the pod. And look at that, against the rails, Hunter on Chris. Saracen marking his man right out of the pod. Oh, Tim finds a deflection, makes a run for it. And look at that, Chris and Tim scored just before the whistle. Tim supporters are delighted. In the replay, we see Tim score, but he's moving at such a speed that he loses control, takes a tumble. You don't get any breaks in atmospheres. After 2 events, Tim on 11 points and Chris on the board with 6. Event 3 is Gauntlet, a run for glory through the Valley of the Gladiators.
Georgina's up the other end, and she's going to be trying to get past Falcon, Panther and Lightning. Over to John Anderson.
Contender, ready! Gladiators, ready! 3, 2, 1.
Oh, Georgina straight through the swing doors of Panther. Lightning doing a better job. In fact, she's doing an excellent job. Blondes have more fun. Oh, makes short work of Falcon. Found the bypass. 13 seconds. Good time.
Well, Georgina, they don't come much tougher than them. How was it?
It's brilliant. The tougher the better. It's excellent.
Well, you did it in 13 seconds. Well done. Well done, Georgina. And next up is Vicky.
Vicky, our fitness instructor and bodybuilder, told us earlier about her daily routine.
Train really quite hard every day in the gym, lift a lot of heavy weights. My training tends to be very heavy. After that, go home and my dog gets the afternoon. We always take Cassie, it's my Staffordshire Bull Terrier, we take her a walk most afternoons in Christorfin Woods. It's an absolutely incredible place to walk the dog. You've got beautiful scenery. It's really relaxing to walk there because there's no real great noise. It's peaceful. There's lots of animals and smells for the dog to chase around. And after that, I teach step classes in the evenings. So I get myself organised and go away to work, teach my classes. Then I come home, I've got loads to eat, and go to my bed again.
3, 2, 1.
So 13 seconds to beat, and she's already beaten the Panther. Lightning does well. When she's through, beat Falcon. Trying to go round the side, she does. That's a faster time, she'll pick up the bonus point.
Well done, Vicky. 12 seconds. The extra point. Well done. Vicky, for 1 minute, I thought we actually lost you over the barrier there.
So did I. I thought I had gone. She gave me such a hard shove, I thought I was going to go right over the side, but I managed to keep my balance.
Well done. 12 seconds. Well done, Vicky. Let's hear it for the Gladiators. Woo!
Definitely the hardest two contestants. Small girls work hard.
After 3 events, Georgina is on 22, Vicky on 26. Next up, the men's event.
And first up is Tim, and he's going to be up against Saracen, Trojan and Wolf. Over to John Anderson.
Contender ready! Gladiators ready! Three, two, one.
Tim, our pole vaulter, wishes he had his pole with him today. Oh, but look at that for a doctor. He's giving the Gladiators a dose of their own medicine. Wow, what a time. That's the fastest I've seen.
Incredible. That was 8 seconds. 8 seconds, Tim. Incredible.
Cheers, John.
Made it look easy. They're 3 of our biggest boys.
What can I say?
What can you say? Well done, Tim. 8 seconds.
There's no doubt about it. The contenders this year are bigger and better. Just look at this. Brushes 18 stone of Saracen aside.
And next up is Chris. And he's got 8 seconds to beat. Over to John Anderson.
3, 2, 1.
Are we asking too much of our coal miner? Oh, Wolf's trying to take him out. Oh, slithers over the top. And the frying pan into the fire. Trojan takes him down. And Saracen. Oh! Doubles the doctor's time. That was 16.
Whoa. Well done. You still pick up your 9 points. That was 16 seconds, Chris.
Cheers. Needed them points badly. Big guys, but...
Nearly went over the edge there, Chris.
Very nearly, yeah.
I thought the Wolfman had you over the edge.
You ain't quick enough.
Well done. Well done, Chris.
Cheers.
16 seconds.
2 good runs from the boys there.
Let's hear it for the Gladiators. Wolf, Saracen and Trojan.
After 3 events, Tim is on 21 and Chris is on 15.
So don't go away. Join us after the break for 3 more events on the Gladiators.
Welcome back to the National Indoor Arena here in Birmingham. Event 4 is Suspension Bridge. I'll hand you over to our goal-scoring soccer star, Big John Fashanu.
Well, thanks very much for that, Sax. Well, just up there waiting to step onto the suspension bridge is Georgina. And she's going to be against the lady who swoops to conquer, Falcon.
Little Georgina there leads a very active life. Let's see what she gets up to in a typical day.
I'll get up at usually about 4:45 and have a swim in the pool for a couple of hours. I usually take aqua classes as well with old people. And then I might have to train in the afternoon, maybe cycle or long run for triathlons, which I'm just getting into. And then it's usually back into another leisure club, a health club where I teach aerobics and step and also work in the gym. So it's quite hectic. But at weekends I do get time to have a bit of fun.
3, 2, 1.
Falcon swoops off her perch. And straight away, standing with that side angle, she'll lose her balance. There you go. There's nowhere to step but off. Georgina, 10 points. Well, next up, the ladder to success or failure. Our fitness advisor from Edinburgh. I'll bet she's never done anything like this before. 10 feet in the air with a heavy hammerhead to wield. Looks like fun, though. Let's compare stats. Looking at Falcon, Vicky is giving away 3 inches in height and over a stone in weight.
Contender ready! Gladiator ready! Three, 2, 1.
Oh, Vicky taking her time starting off there. Goes straight for a jab. Oh, good moves by Falcon. those hammerheads weigh some. A real fight on their hands, and she's down. She's got to get up again. She's to let go of a hammerhead now. Carry on the good work, Falcon. Vicky using the hammerhead to try and lever her off. Oh, she's down again. She has to get up. Up you get. Oh, that's a good one. I like that. Falcon has taken her leg away. She dropped the hammerhead.
The contender must be on her feet, and in my judgment, she was unable to defend herself, was unable to get up, and therefore is disqualified.
Good decision from John. Remember, safety is our first priority on Gladiators.
Well, unlucky, Vicky. Very good contest. You went down twice there.
And I just kept getting up, but I didn't get a chance to.
Unlucky, Vicky. There's plenty more to go. Well done.
So after 4 events, Georgina takes the lead on 32, Vicky's on 26.
And the first of our male contenders up there on the platform is Tim! And he's going to be facing the wily old Wolfman!
Well, let's compare stats, and this is a turn up for the books. The Gladiator giving away 2 inches in height, a pound in weight, but Wolf makes up for it with verbal.
3, 2, 1.
And what he lacks in weight and height, he makes up with in pure meanness. Oh, that proves it. See what I mean?
Whoa, Tim, that was a tough one, Tim. Very, very tough one. You got him in with a very, very good early shot.
Should have followed it up, really. I hang back, waited my time, but he's quick, and I got caught.
Did he catch you off balance?
Yeah, I think it's a bit tricky keeping the balance on them anyway, but no excuses. He beat me fair and square. I'll have to have him on something else.
Well, in all fairness, he took that first shot very well, didn't he?
He's a strong boy.
Well done. Well done, Tim. So up there on the platform, just psyching himself up, is Chris.
Difficult to psych yourself up with the entire arena shouting Wolf.
Over to John Anderson.
3, 2, 1.
Chris, although 2 inches taller, giving away. Ah! Runs straight into a sucker punch. Didn't hit the Wolf, just hit the mat instead. Wolf backing up the words with the deeds.
Oh, unlucky Chris. Chris, you've got to tell us, what was your plan there?
I went for the old-fast approach, but it just didn't work. He's just too heavy. It's too strong.
He's a strong boy, isn't he?
He is strong, yeah, but he's got to go down one day.
You didn't even actually get any hits in, did you? I thought you were just trying to barge him off the bridge.
Just tried to get the first one in, yeah. Just tried to knock him off his balance and then get one in afterwards, but there was just no chance.
Well, good plan. Never mind. Unlucky. Well done, Chris. Let's hear it for Chris. And let's hear it for the Wolfman. The man we love to hate. The Wolfman.
Thanks to Wolf, no changes to the scores. Tim stays on 21 and Chris remains on 15. Over to Ulrika for event 5.
Now then, most people wouldn't want to be chased by an angry gladiator across 36 feet of rough terrain, let alone being chased up a 36-foot wall. But I'm afraid that's just what lies ahead for our contenders. And standing at the foot of the wall is Vicky! And she's going to be chased by Nightshade. Also contemplating the wall is Georgina! And she's going to be followed by Scorpio. Over to John Anderson.
3, 2, 1.
10-second head start, and when you hear that whistle, the adrenaline really pumps. Here comes trouble, Nightshade and Scorpio. Nightshade making great progress on Vicky. Georgina over the top for 10 points, and they don't often get away from Scorpio. There's Nightshade on Vicky. She's got a piece of her. Oh, off you come. Great work from our Nightshade.
Georgina, well done. Flew up the wall.
Oh, yeah. I love the wall. I love heights. Brilliant. Excellent.
You made it look very easy. Well done. 10 points.
Thank you very much. Woo!
Georgina climbs to 42 points. Vicky stays at 26. Over to the men's wall, where Dr. Tim contemplates his climb. Earlier today, he told us about an interesting new development in healthcare occurring in America.
The fastest growing segment of the leisure industry in the States, so I understand, is the hospital-based leisure industry, because there's a lot of people in America, they're called the deconditioned segment. So these are people that really haven't exercised maybe for 10 or 15 years, and maybe they've got some back pain or some shortness of breath, and when they've been surveyed to find why they don't go to a health club, commonly they're not that confident that they're going to have a suitably tailored program. And so there are a lot of hospitals in America that are investing money in developing their leisure services, because they know that people from the local community would prefer to exercise in that kind of medically supervised setting than perhaps in their local health club.
And standing, facing the wall, is Tim. He's going to be chased by Cobra. Also at the foot of the wall is Chris, who's going to be chased by Shadow. Over to John Anderson.
3, 2, 1.
The men, of course, have 2 overhangs to contend with, and, of course, 2 gladiators. And here they come. And that's the fastest I've seen Cobra go up that wall. Oh, he's caught his ankle now. Oh, he's missed his grip. Cobra's off. And here he comes again. And look at Shadow. Oh, he slipped too. Chris gets the 10 points. Surely Tim must follow him. Yes, here he comes for his 10 points. Great climb.
Could you feel he was behind you?
I can smell him, yeah. Just not quick enough.
Well done. 10 points. Well done, Chris. Well, Tim, a little bit of luck there, I think.
I wasn't looking forward to that one at all, but I used the old slippery shoe technique. Did he fall off?
Yes, he did. He was right behind you. He actually attempted to get you.
Oh, I'm gutted.
Yeah, you look it.
You go up a lot faster when you've got someone like that chasing you as well. That's the fastest I've done, I think.
Well done. You deserve the 10 points. Well done, Tim.
Both guys picking up 10 points there. Tim's on 31, Chris climbs to 25. Event 6 is Joust, our rockin' rodeo.
Poised on her sky bike, it's Georgina. And she's facing Nightshade.
Comparing stats, Georgina giving away 8 inches in height, 2 stone in weight. Not that the height counts as they're sitting down.
On guard. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, straight in. Nightshade, just as fatal for the girls as Shadow is for the boys. Oh, Nightshade raining blows on Georgina with that combat club. Oh, the bikes are doing a turn. Only your legs to really keep a grip on it. Oh. Georgina! Oh, and these Gladiator fans get younger and younger.
Georgina, that was a very unfortunate, very sad end to quite a good battle.
Yeah, won't tell you where it's hurt, though. What?
I actually thought you were going to do a little bit better, because I know you've been practicing at home.
What, which bit? That bit?
No, that bit.
All right, that bit. Yeah,
What were you doing?
we made a couple of like pugil sticks, but we just used them to fight over the washing up, basically.
Well, of course, here you're fighting over a lot more, and I'm afraid this one just wasn't yours.
I just couldn't. I don't know whether I've got too much moisturiser on or something, but I'm just very slippy. I just can't stick your knees there, you know. Just one of those things. I was going to go.
Oh.
Okay.
Never mind. Great to see you there. Well done, Georgina.
No points. Mind you, if I were the ref, I'd have given her 5 points for that backward somersault.
And next up for joust, it's Vicky. Over to John Anderson.
On guard. 3, 2, 1.
Nightshade, good blows with that combat club. Looks like Vicky concentrating on keeping her balance on that bike. Going for the 5 points. A bit like watching a defensive football team. Boring, but successful. Not one attacking move. Well, I'm just going to nip off and buy a paper. See you in the... Oh, it's all over. Scores after 6 events. Georgina remains on 42 and Vicky picks up 5 points and moves up to 31.
And it's straight into the men's event. And first up, it's Tim. And he's facing the awesome Shadow. Over to John Anderson.
On guard. 3, 2, 1.
It's hammer time. Oh, look at this man. Shadow gives it everything. You've got to feel sorry for the doctor. Oh, his cover's come off. He's broken his club. Oh, it's dust and bits of everything all over the place. And goodbye, doctor. The doctor caught a nasty dose of Gladiator.
Tim, what can I tell you? He was hitting you so hard, he almost broke his stick.
Yep, but I came off. I like this technique of having his knees down to increase the grip. A lot of it is the grip. Very difficult to stay up there.
Now, the punch sounded incredibly hard from where I was standing.
A lot of it is just it catches you just when you're leaning forward and it takes you off balance. It sounds maybe harder than it is, but
well, you're a braver man than I am a woman. I wouldn't have gone up there. Well done to Tim.
And you wouldn't get me up there either, Uli. Look at Shadow's work rate. But Tim, the doctor, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. And this is what the crowd have come for. Action all the way. What a difference between that and the last joust. Next up, our coal miner Chris giving away 2 inches in height, but nearly 7 stone in weight. To work. Oh, felt that from here. Power behind Shadow's blows, phenomenal. Using that forward motion of the bike to put his full weight behind each blow. And he's slipping and sliding. He's off. Leaves by the back door. Safest way out.
Chris! It didn't take him long, did it?
It was like a merry-go-round. I just so nearly off so many times. I just got back on him. Great fun, but it just hurts. I wouldn't recommend it.
The first impact was on the chest. I saw that and I felt it. Yeah. You almost fell off the back already then.
Yeah, I was just like clinging on him. I also wrapped my knuckles as well, so I couldn't really hold the thing tight to hit him with properly. And so tough. Big guy.
Short, but not very sweet. Let's hear it for Chris.
After 6 events, the scores remain the same. Tim, 31 points, Chris, 25.
Well, of course, that leaves only 2 very exciting eliminators. So why don't you join us after the break here on Gladiators? Welcome back to the National Indoor Arena. Well, our contenders no longer have to face our gladiators, but they do, of course, still have to face each other in our head-to-head eliminator.
Our girls have proved their dedication and are going to have to work hard now. Georgina leads by 11 points, so she has a 5.5-second head start.
Well, Vicky, earlier on you said you don't like losing. You've got 5.5 seconds to make up. Do you think you can do it?
I hope to make it up, possibly, if not on the vertical ladder or on the cargo net, one of the two.
Well, we'll see very shortly. Georgina, you won 4 events in a row. Do you actually think you've got enough stamina to go through and finish the eliminator?
What shall I say? I'll give it a good go.
Well, we'll see. Either way, we'll see you both on the other side. All the best to both of you.
Georgina, you will go on my first whistle. Vicky, you will go on my second whistle. 3, 2, 1.
Well, it's the battle of the fitness instructors, and Georgina has the head start on the high and low hurdles. And Georgina making a meal out of that rope. Vicky already catching up. Rolling log. And Vicky, what a gap now. Surely, this is not assailable. Foot down the zip line. Now concentrate on this balance beam. So many have come a cropper. Now, the strength in the legs for that final burst up the travelator. Has she got it for one take? Yes, indeedy. Geronimo! Into the quarterfinals. And here comes the brave Vicky. Great contender. No losers on Gladiators.
Georgina, apart from making yourself very happy, you've made a whole load of thousands of people up there extremely happy. Still in pain?
Yeah. I'll just say one thing, that when you're sitting in the audience and you watch all these events, they look pretty easy, but to do them is a different thing altogether. It's hard.
That's why I'm a presenter.
I thought so.
Well done, Georgina. Well done. Thank you.
Well, dare I say it, Vicky, you lost. Yeah. But a very, very brave fight.
When I came down here, I didn't realise quite how hard it was. I've had a great time. I'd like to thank the people that came down. They made a real effort to come from Scotland. Thanks, guys. Thanks very much.
Well, let's hear it for Vicky. Well done.
Now, we have some terribly bad news here, Chris. You've injured your hand.
Yes. Shadow must have caught it with his stick. It wrapped it across my knuckles there, and I can't get to grip properly.
Which, unfortunately and inevitably, means that you can't take part in the eliminator. Yeah. And that does also mean that we do not replace anybody after 6 events, but it automatically means that Tim goes through to the quarterfinals. It's been great to have you on. You got a few words to say?
Just sorry about that. It's for all the supporters. Thanks a lot. It's been great. Loved it.
Disappointed,
Cheers.
I know. Let's hear it for Chris.
Well, Tim, didn't go through the way you would have wanted to.
No, it's not a very nice way to go. I've known Chris for a couple of days now. He's a very nice guy, and I'm sure he's going to be disappointed. It would have been very close, just a few seconds in it, and very sorry for him.
Well, I'm sure you'll agree, everyone here is a winner.
Yep,
Congratulations anyway.
Thanks a lot.
Terribly sad for Chris Yeomans, but let's meet our quarter-finalists. Truck driver Jean Clank. Administration assistant Serlene Clark. Medical sales rep Helen Williams. Consultant dietitian Pauline Oliver. Full-time mother Roanne Duxbury. Student Tracy Johnson. Recreation manager Mandy Gorniski. And tonight's winner, fitness instructor Georgina Berger. And the men, company director Roddy Mackay. Advertising copywriter Rick Kaisvetter. Her Majesty's prison officer Stephen Quick. Martial arts instructor Phil Norman. Armed Forces physical training instructor Dean Hart. Dr. Timothy Anstis. RAF engineer Brian Ward. Her Majesty's prison officer Gary Towers. Our first quarter-final will be Pauline Oliver against Roanne Duxbury. Gary Towers against Phil Norman. Our second quarter-final will be Jean Clank against Tracy Johnson. Dean Hart against Rick Kaisvetter. Our third quarter-final will be Mandy Gorniski against Helen Williams. Roddy Mackay against Brian Ward. Our fourth quarter-final will be Georgina Berger against Serlene Clark. Steve Quick against Tim Anstis.
Okay, don't forget to watch next week when you can see 4 more contenders when they face the ultimate challenge of the Gladiators!
Strength, skill and the smarts are on show in new TNA Impact tonight at 9 here on Challenge. And Monday night at 6 with us, the same virtues apply for the Crystal Maze.
It's 2-on-2, watching a steel ball crashing, rolling, scoring, and trying to win it all. And when it's time to get on the tilt table, tuck the ball with a vertical cable.
Do not attempt to recreate any of the events you have seen on Gladiators. Both contenders and gladiators have been trained for this competition, and safety equipment is mandatory.